How are you? Friends, it is 7:45, and so far, you know what I've done? Meditation. Why meditation? Because it helps me to meet myself. When I have to meet myself, I close my eyes, I go inside, and I talk to myself, and there I find the soul conversing with the self, and that's beautiful conversation, right? That gives me joy, that gives me happiness, which is eternal without any aid, right? Then I did yoga, pranayam, keeps my joints flexible. Breathing exercises will keep the whole energy moving in the body. Good amount of oxygen, whole body is oxygenated, and all joints are actually not only flexible, they are strengthened also every day when you do it. Then I did a little bit of dance. Dance is that, wherein you can find your whole energy moving all together, not in the one limb, like not in the nose or not in the head, but when your whole body and all cells in the body are rejuvenated together, that's dance. So then a cup of coffee, it gives me boost, right? I feel nourished, and I feel more energy. And then bath. Very rarely people talk of the bath, but if you take hot and cold bath together, it will help you in your brown fat, and it will also help in mitochondrial cells to be rejuvenated, because it's not only cold bath, it's bath for cold and hot shower together, right? One after another, one after another, 5 times. If you do it like this, you will really feel rejuvenated. Every cell in the body is rejuvenated, not only with the help of the water, which is, if you rub it properly, you will feel the difference of energy moving in you, because then your whole blood starts circulating nicely. Okay. And then, most important of all, which comes at the end, is that I do my spiritual, then I take my spiritual food. I would say I read scriptures. Why do I read scriptures? I ask myself, what is the why? What is the reason for that? So that we remain on the righteous path, so that we never forget love, care, and compassion, so that we always know that dharma is always on the forefront, and so that we always know the purpose of life. That is why we read. That's the spiritual food. Besides that, so in the Matthew, in the Bible, I read in the chapter that relates to Matthew, it says that somebody asks God, what is the greatest commandment? And the Lord answered that you praise your Lord. That is the greatest commandment. And what is the second greatest commandment? Is that of thy neighbor, right? And he said that all law and all prophets, they hang out with this only, and these are the two greatest commandments. So why do we do it every day? It's not the conditioning of mind or something, because we are, as it is, we are doing everything else also every day. Aren't we eating food every day? Aren't we doing all other activities every day? So whatever is must for you to keep those activities beautifully is that, for me, it is with the help of the spiritual food, because I feel complete, I feel fulfilled when I read about that also. So that is what I've done so far, and that is what I've shared with you. And you know that when you know who's doing it, that is your consciousness, that is your awareness, which guides you to do all these things, so that you remain like that for what you have been created for, right? So once you are aware of who you are, everything else is a tool. With the help of those tools, you carry forward your light. In fact, you're the light of the universe. But I anchor that with God every day, because that is how I feel fulfilled. So whichever way, needless to say, you are talking of the God, you are anchoring yourself to God, but that's your higher power. Okay. So what you're going to do today is entirely up to you, but needless to say that I read a book yesterday about the season of life, and the book was so good, and it says that you built men for others, right? You're building Like you construct so many houses. There's a construction going on everywhere in the world. There's a construction going on. Buildings are being made, houses are being made, and many other buildings are being made. But are we building humanity every day so that we could all be peaceful? Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. Stay tuned, happy, healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.